Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Colouring Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video. Today I am going to be participating in the hashtag HowManyPumpkins 2024. This was started by the lovely Megan, I believe last year, over at Meg's Colouring Corner. No longer Disney Meg's Colouring, she's the same person, but she has done a bit of a channel rename. She is now Meg's Colouring Corner. I will have her linked in my description down below. She started this hashtag last year where you go through all your colouring books and count how many pumpkins you have coloured in them. I will not have as many as she did because I think she had over 400. Loads of pumpkins. But I have lots of plans this year to colour many more. And I thought it'd be fun to do this before I start any of my Halloween autumnal colouring, so I know how many pumpkins I coloured up until autumn 2024, and then I might do another video at the end of this autumnal season or wait till next year, not sure, to do an update on how many more pumpkins I've coloured. I've got this adorable little bee pencil which my parents got for me when they went away on holiday recently, so I will be using this and a little notepad to track down how many pumpkins I have coloured. Okay, so the first book I have is Disney Princesses Colour by Numbers by Hatchet Hero. And there is one pumpkin here that Tiana is holding. This is quite a common picture in the Hatchet Heroes Disney colouring books. I really love it, with Tiana in her sort of Halloweeny costume holding a pumpkin. I think it is absolutely adorable. So that is one pumpkin. Then I have A Million Magical Creatures. And I have this page here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumpkins. I coloured this last year for the Halloween season, and I based the witch on the opposite page with the same colour I used on this one. I went for a very different, more muted colour palette than I often do for sort of a autumnal Halloweeny witchy page, and I really enjoyed how it turned out. So I'd like to colour this one this year. Hopefully I will get round to it. That was A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. Then I have A Million Little Monsters, and I coloured this page. I went for a very bright colour scheme for this one, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pumpkins in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one I had a lot of fun colouring, and I've saved the colours on the other side to do a similar colour palette on this one. Hopefully I'll get round to that this year. There's a bit of a glitter gel pen on this one, which is always fun. I just remember really enjoying colouring this, and I never got round to colouring any more in this book, so definitely this is one of my favourite pages in it. Oh, I just saw it as I was flicking past. This one, the sort of Halloween party, the pumpkin witch head, so cute. So I definitely want to colour a few more this year in A Million Little Monsters. Then I have the Year of Witches colouring book, and this I have recently started as a project book with my lovely friend Zoe from Addicted to Colouring, and this was the only page I had finished before we started. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is just a quick, simple page. I really love colouring these Year of Witches pages. I really like Usiku's drawing style. I remember having a lot of fun with this. Based it with alcohol markers. Ooh, little sneak preview of our page that we're doing for September there. So that's Year of Witches. I'll definitely have a few more coloured in this book by the end of the year. Witches Around, and in this book I've got 2 pages with pumpkins on. This one, which is the cover image, I was slightly inspired by the colours on the cover, but only slightly. The only sort of inspiration I took was the purple for the pumpkin scarecrow here, and yeah, that was it. And the colours of the hair I keep the same for all of my books. So this one has quite a few pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got quite a few in that one. And then I also have this one done. I really like the dark colour scheme I used on this page. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can see the previous page I started last year as a whip. I believe this was actually a buddy colour with Megan that I never got round to finishing, that I would definitely love to finish at some point this year. So we'll definitely be having some more pumpkins coloured on that one, from Witches Around by Usiku. Then I have Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlson. And the page I have coloured in here is this one. I went for a very different colour scheme for the pumpkins here. Instead of doing orange, I went for pastel pink and white. Thought that would be a really fun and different interpretation of this page. And we've got some little slithers of pumpkins in the corners here. Not sure how I'll count that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll go 10 for these 2 half ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I do love colouring with pastel colours, and this was a really fun one to colour in Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlson. Then I have Enchanted Earth by Melpomene Chattopadhyay, and I coloured this one. This is one of my favourite pages I've ever coloured. Every time I look at it, it makes me smile, and I remember I had a lot of fun colouring this one. It was one of the few pages that I coloured start to finish without stopping or moving to a different page. I just coloured this one. We have 1 big pumpkin in the middle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought I'm having more pumpkins than I thought. Turns out that even though I haven't necessarily coloured in a lot of books with pumpkins in, the pages I have coloured have a lot of pumpkins in. It's rare for the page to only have 1 or 2. Then I've got Romantic Country by Eerie, and I have the 1 page, this Happy Halloween page that I coloured last year. This is a project book with the lovely Sabi colouring over on Instagram. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumpkins here. This is a super cute page, and I've actually started one as a whip last year that I never got around to finishing. I actually coloured a few of these items the other night when I was flicking through these books to flag for pumpkins. I felt really inspired, so I coloured the tomatoes, the pumpkins, the onions, and the bottles of olive oil there. So this is a page that I'll definitely want to finish by the end of this year. Should I count these as they are finished? No, I don't class this as finished, so I wouldn't count the pumpkins as finished. So I won't count them this year. That's Romantic Country by Eerie. Then I have Wild Fairy Tales by Eerie. This is a project book with Megan from Meg's Colouring Corner. It's going to take me a while to get used to your new name, Megan. But I don't think she counted these in hers. At least I don't remember seeing it in her video. But we have 1, 2 on this page, and 3 for the pumpkin carriage on that page. This isn't necessarily one that you'd often think about having pumpkins in it, but because it's a Cinderella themed image, we've got a few pumpkins there. I really like looking at this double page spread together. makes me excited to have this book closer to completion. Then I have Botanicum by Maria Troll. And not that one, this one. We've got the one pumpkin house here. I remember I really enjoyed colouring this. I really took my time with the blending, and I wanted to create a very realistic looking scene. And I used Inktense pencils for the background, which I think was one of the first times I'd used them to this extent, and I was really happy with the results. Yeah, lovely page this. That is Botanicum. And the final book I have to show you is Autumn Charm. This is by Teresa Goodridge, and I only have one page coloured in this book, and it has quite a few pumpkins on it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there we have it. Those are all the pumpkins that I have coloured prior to the autumnal season of 2024. I forgot to say this at the start of the video, but I haven't actually been tagged by anyone, and I wanted to put this video up early even though I haven't been tagged, just to show you that you don't have to be tagged in a video to participate. I know that Megan said at the end that if you weren't tagged, please feel free to create the video and make sure to mention her, as she'd love to see it. Sometimes when you're starting out on YouTube, it takes a while to start to get tagged in things. So I am going to not tag anyone for this video for that same purpose. Class this as me tagging you by giving it as an open tag for anyone to participate in. Tag me, tag Megan, and we'd both love to see what you put out there. I love seeing all the pumpkin pages. It's one of my favourite things to colour. So let's count up how many pumpkins I've coloured. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 79 pumpkins. So there we have it. I have coloured 79 pumpkins in the last 2.5 years that I've been colouring for, or just over 2 years. I am interested to see how many more pumpkins I will colour this season, and I think I will keep track of that in my journal and put it as a fun extra stat at the end of my monthly setup. So if you would like to make your own version of this tag, feel free to consider this as me tagging you. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you like colouring pumpkins? Is autumn your favourite colouring season? I know it's a lot of people's favourite. For me, it's a tie between autumn and spring. I love spring because I feel like winter feels so long at times and the colour palettes aren't as interesting to me. I love the bright pastels of spring, but I also love the oranges, reds and yellows of autumn. I think I just like those big changes of seasons. Those are my favourite times to colour. Let me know which is your favourite season to colour in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.